It's game one for both teams, Clark. Preseason. Is over, and this new season is underway.
Yeah, and you can kind of feel that both teams, VA, are a little bit anxious and nervous, but an exciting kind of nervousness. So let the season begin. I'm glad we're starting.
All right, now let's check out the starters for the Miami Heat. Shaedon Sharpe out there with Ja Morant. Then it's Brandon Ingram. Then it's Malawach. And it's Davis in at the four-man position. And even as the Heat look to go younger, this is not a team with an appetite for lengthy rebuilds.
Yeah, B.A. But one advantage they possess when star players around the league ponder a change of scenery, Miami certainly has some great views.
That free throw, good from Ingram.
You know, Ingram is quiet about the work he puts in after practice and before games. This is a guy who just never stops trying to improve, though, and that's shown up in how he's grown as a player.
Both free throws good from Ingram. You know, Clark, despite winning 3 championships prior to the NBA days, the Pacers are still looking for their first NBA title.
Yeah, they've been close a couple of times in the history of the NBA, 2000 and 2025. They've had some really great teams over the years in the 90s and 2010s, and they came close last year, and I think they'll continue to knock and one day kick that door in.
Now here's Sharpe. To the paint. Here's Malawach. And down it goes. Jam that one home.
Just rising up to the rim.
Man, when he gets up there, he gets up there. You know what I'm saying?
Yes, he does. That's what we call helium. Yeast rising and helium floating.
It's McDaniels on the wing. Covered by Ingram. Here's Mobo. The offensive rebound. And not going to let him get the easy dunk. The defense put the stop to it. But a foul is called and a trip to the free throw line instead.
And look at Adams keeping his composure. He doubles down on his inside shot and wins a trip to the charity stripe.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
And that one misses. We've got Steven Adams out there, Clark. What comes to your mind when you're asked about him?
Well, I love his grit. I love his physicality, man. He is just an anchor when he gets in the paint, when he sets a screen. You just don't move this guy. And his hands are really good. I mean, he's a throwback. But, boy, is he effective and impactful in the way he rebounds, sets screens, and defends. And he never shies away from physicality.
Pass to Mobo. So nice passing by Indiana here. And here's Adams. Here's Mobo. Beyond the arc. Oh, my goodness! He'll go to the line with a chance at a 4-point play. It's going to be on Brandon Ingram. Indiana shooting their 3rd free throw shot of the game. And here are the Heat. Pass to Davis. And that's good. His first bucket of the game.
And I tell you what, AD is able to brush off those defenders with ease because of how strong he is. That's what they call weight room.
And finished off by Davis.
And that's what happens when you don't take care of the ball.
Hey, that makes the turnover hurt even more.
What, you mean the throwdown at the end? I'll tell you what, fellas, I mean the highlight shows are going to pain them even more.
Oh, he hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points.
And on the offensive end, this is how Adams hurts you. You have to be aware of where he is at all times.
Outside Ingram. Pass to Davis. Shoots from 12. Indiana with a rebound. Outside Tatum. Knocked away. It's stolen by Ingram. Up top, Davis. Hounded by Tatum. And he was camped in the lane there. He gets a 3-second call. And always interesting to look back at last season. These were the NBA's best transition teams. 5th, the Pacers.
You know, it really made for some exciting games the way this team ran the floor. Always maintaining impressive energy in transition.
Outside McDaniels. Over Ingram. And Indiana again with the bucket.
This is where McDaniels has put in a lot of work, catching and shooting with confidence.
The Heat have gone 3 of 5 here in the opening quarter. Oh, it's stolen by Adams. And now Indiana on the fast break. Here's Tatum. That one's wide left. And it's Miami's ball. Ingram on the wing. Again, the Heat misses. And Ball will bring it up here for Indiana. Outside McDaniels. Pass to Tatum. 6 on the shot clock. And he gets the bucket.
And watch how Tatum navigates the contact. Just one of the many go-to moves for him in the paint.
And here's a timeout from Eric Spoelstra now. We might see him looking to make some tweaks to the strategy.
Here comes your Indiana Pacers crowd. Give it up for him.
A quick look now at how the point totals have looked over the last few months for him.
And he's been on a roll during these last few months. Getting better in terms of scoring the ball and proving to be a key part of this team as we move farther along in the season.
Miami trailing. Outside Sharp. Morant with a screen on Tatum. Pass to Davis. Off target with the 3. Indiana's gone 1 for 3 from beyond the arc. Lobo, and the shot is good on the assist by Tatum. Lobo's got 6 points.
And what's working here, each guy is willing to make the next pass.
Ingram, the pass to Sharp. Now Davis.
There are very few that can handle and battle with Davis inside. I mean, he's got really tremendous strength and agility and a nice touch.
Miami shooting their 3rd and 4th free throw shots of the night.
And, you know, that just added to their confidence at the offensive end. I mean, knowing that free throw shooting was something they didn't have to worry about gave them a lot of confidence to play freely.
No good on the free throw. The 2025 playoffs had some incredible comebacks, Clark. Indiana had some all-timers.
Yeah, it was absolutely unreal. The excitement, the drama, the close finishes. I mean, unbelievable. How about these wins for the Pacers? Down by 7 with less than 40 seconds against the Bucks. Got it done. Also trailed by 7 with under a minute versus the Cavs. Won that one. And losing by 9 in the last minute against the Knicks and came through again with a win. And even in the finals, they made some miraculous comeback wins against OKC. Had at least one miraculous comeback win. So an amazing clutch playoff performance by the Indiana Pacers.
Here's Morant after Indiana picked up the 3 with their last shot. Pass to Davis. And again, no good by Miami.
I think adrenaline was a factor there. He wanted to hit that answer 3 so badly.
Outside Tatum. Rebounded by Malawach.
Well, I don't think there's any question about it. They came focused and ready to play. I mean, they're doing everything they can to put things in their favor. You earn that, and they're actually earning it well right now.
Let's check in with our reporter, Allie LaForce.
Thank you. John Morant looking to lead the way. He said, I set the tone. My teammates feed off of it, and I love to compete. That's how we all grew up, playing on the blacktop outside, competing at a high level when there was no cameras around. Back to you, Brian.
He's got that alpha mentality. Allie, thanks for the report. Vassell, he's checked in for Mobo. Shamshe, he's checked in for Miami. Achua comes in for Anthony Davis.
So easy to see just how dangerous Ingram is in the pick and roll. I mean, his size, long arms, shooting, ball handling. The defense is in trouble when he's pick and rolling.
Now here's Bassi. In his last outing, 16 points for him. And Ball gets it to go.
Backing up that last three with another three. The defense has to stop giving them so many clean looks.
McDaniels against Ingram. Achua with a screen on McDaniels. The shot by Ingram, no good. Indiana on offense. They're on an 18-7 run. And here's Morant outside. Hits the trifecta.
Well, defensively, you let Morant put up threes, you can't take everything away from him.
Ball passes to Bassi. Ball outside. Now here's Bassi. Pass to Vassell. Clock at 6. And a foul called on the way up. So he'll take 2 from the free throw line. It goes on Shaedon Sharpe.
And talk about a guy who just keeps getting better and better and better. Vassell is one of the more complete players in this game.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
First free throw is good. Some changes for Indiana. Wade, he's checked in for Tatum. Wells comes in for McDaniels. And it's Colin Sexton in for Ball. Miami also changing it up. George, he's checked in for Ingram. Okogie comes in for Sharpe. And it's Kobe White in for Morant. And so Vassell nails both of them. Heat trail by 6. White with it. Pass to Okogie. Back to White. Over Sexton. White can't hit.
Hard to turn down a look that good. Still, long twos are losing favor, and misses like that are the reason why.
Sinks that one from the post. Now Wells. Pass to Wade. The 3 from Sexton. Back to Wade. This one for 3. Knocks down the long J.
He's consistent from out there, especially when you give him that kind of room.
Heat trail by 7. White looking it over. Here's George. He's covered by Wells. Miami moving it around. 6 to shoot. Okogie on the wing. He's guarded by Vassell. Okogie's shot is off. Pacers leading by 7. Pass to Sexton. Back to Wells. And here's Sexton. Okogie pulls down the board. Outside White. Back to Okogie. Pass to White. And he banks in the layup. White's gotten his second bucket of the game.
And one thing I love about White's game, he scores on all 3 levels. He is not afraid at all to go inside.
Now here's Bassi. He's scoreless. And count it! The shot is good, and he'll go to the line.
That's been typical of their performance today. They're sharing the ball and creating good shots.
Really a prime example of the difference in how these teams have operated offensively. Much more individual play at the other end.
Mind the lanes. Mind the lanes. One shot.
That free throw good from Sexton. And you look at Colin Sexton. Puts points on the board, Grant, and does it efficiently.
Well, B.A., unfortunately, he gives some of that back on the other end of the floor. But there's always a place in this league for guys who can fill it up.
Here's Okogie. The Heat need to get one up in a hurry. Achua can't hit.
The way they've gotten after rebounds has been impressive.
Yeah, sensational is a really good word for it. They're tearing it up on the glass.
Now here's Sexton. Vassell outside. The 3 is up. Rebound Miami. There's 49 seconds left now in the first quarter. George passes to Okogie. Outside White. Achua with a screen. Down low. Achua with the dunk.
Yeah, that play had a nice flow to it. And White hitting his man where he can do something with it.
Indiana leading by 6. Vassell outside. Outside Wells. Pass to Wade. Shot clock at 6. Indiana needs to get a shot off. The 3, Vassell. It's hauled in by Shumshay. White on the wing. Over to the wing. And that does it for the first quarter. Indiana ahead, up by 6. And the second quarter is on its way when we return. And for those of you just tuning in, second quarter action is where we are. All right, guys, what do you think about the offensive approach we've seen so far for Indiana?
You know, so far in this one, these guys have been knocking it down from distance. You've got to like their confidence as this game continues. They're on a nice roll.
And another thing, they found the open man. Really playing unselfish basketball, moving the ball around there on the perimeter.
Lonzo Ball is out there with Colin Sexton. Then there's Dean Wade. Then there's Devin Vassell. And it's Adams in at the center position. That's the 5 to begin the second quarter for the Pacers. Now here's Morant. Pass to Ingram. Five to shoot. Steps back and shoots. It's rebounded by Wade.
Yeah, still close, but with their tough play on the boards, we're certainly seeing the effort.
Ball passes to Adams. Back to Ball. Ooh, he's looking comfortable now. 3 for 3.
Well, I tell you what, Ball doing a nice job using his size down in the post, rising up above his defender to get that one to go down.
Left side, Morant. Pass to Ingram. Over Vassell. The shot by Ingram, no good.
I wouldn't count on him missing the mid-range shot again. That's a good look for him.
Stolen by Sharp. And a slam dunk by Ingram.
Brandon Ingram, a big-time leaper who can dunk it down with power and with ease.
Outside Sexton. Puts it up from 15. Achua with the rebound. Heat trail by 4. Outside for Ingram. Pass to Sharp. George outside. Right side Moran. Achua with a screen on ball. Ja slithers his way in. And then Morant with the dunk.
And the bounce that Morant possesses is unlike anyone else at his position.
And timeout called by Rick Carlisle. And we might see some changes. Coach potentially looking to adjust. Here for the Pacers. Mobo, he's checked in for Adams. Jason Tatum comes in for Wade. And McDaniels is subbed in for Vassell. Miami also changing it up. Malawach is checked in for Achua. And it's Davis in for George. And we're just over 2.5 minutes into the second. Outside Sexton. There's a screen. Pass to Tatum from deep. And Tatum drills the three. Well, most NBA teams run their offense through their star player. But, Grant, that can leave the team vulnerable when that player has an off night.
You know, in a strange way, it's almost better if your star is out of the game. I know that sounds weird, but those complementary players get increased opportunities and are emboldened to do more.
It's always fun when you can get ahead of the play like McDaniels did there to finish off the break.
Outside Davis. Ingram against McDaniels. To the inside. Here's Malawach. And he makes no mistake. Slam dunk.
He's used to sharing the love. Exceptional timing on that pass.
Ball finds Tatum. Back to ball. Outside McDaniels. Over Ingram. And Indiana again with the bucket.
McDaniels saying to himself, okay, you want to give me that? I'll take it.
Outside Sharp. Here's Malawach. Morant looking for an opening. Pass to Ingram. Launches it. They grab their own miss. And the basket by Malawach. Malawach has got 4 points in the quarter.
Some loud hustle points right there. My goodness.
Outside McDaniels. Here's Tatum. Fires the three. Buries it from three.
That's his second triple this quarter. I guess he's left that dry spell behind.
Pass to Malawach. To the middle. Tipped away. Sexton with it. Now Sharp defending. Inside. Here's Tatum. Hey, Tatum getting it done inside.
All game long, he's been getting to his spots, and the defense has yet to adjust.
And here's a timeout from Eric Spoelstra now. Coach taking this moment to speak to his guys. Maybe alter some of the game plan. Getting a perspective on the offensive tendencies here since the All-Star break. We got a breakdown showing the average of three-point attempts versus two-point shot attempts per game since the midway point of the season for the Pacers.
and they've been cooking from downtown, shooting with volume and efficiency. It's a strong attack from them offensively, and it puts so much pressure on opponents to try and cover all that space.
Ingram, and again, no good by Miami.
I'll tell you what, they've rebounded the ball tremendously well.
Yeah, you look across the board, it's actually sizing up, shaping up to be a great game. I mean, strong performances throughout, and they've really been strong on the glass.
Ooh, that's a tough break. After poor communication defensively, it leaves him all by himself.
Here's Davis. The big man, AD, down low.
Davis really going up strong once he's near the basket. Love seeing him do that.
Tatum against Davis. To the wing on the left. Ball outside. The three. Rebound Miami.
Started out strong from three-point land. Hit 2 in the first quarter, but he's gone dry since.
Ball against Morant. Outside for Davis. From outside, off the mark. Indiana leading by 8. Outside McDaniels. Pass to Tatum. Here's Mobo, hounded by Morant. The kick out to Ball. And Indiana misses again. Miami has gone 0 for 2 from outside in the second quarter. Outside Davis. Over McDaniels. And it's Davis again missing. And Tatum's got the ball here for Indiana. To the middle. Here's Mobo. Oh, a great 1-2 punch. Beautiful pass and a nasty jam.
A pass first point guard, Lonzo Ball, is very consistent at looking to get his teammates involved.
And here's a timeout from Eric Spoelstra now. A moment to rest and confer on the game plan. He's checked in for Mobo. Wells comes in for Ball. Miami also changing it up. Shamshe, he's checked in for Malawach. Okogie comes in for Sharp. And it's White in for Ja Morant. Heat trail by 10. And here's White. We saw him with 19 his last time out. Outside Davis. And his fourth make of the day in 10 tries.
Creating separation using the bounce. That's a skill that AD's developed over the years.
There's a screen by Bassi. Tatum passes to Bassi. Let's see how last year's top scorers stack up on the 2K leaderboard. 5th, Jason Tatum.
This is a guy who never took a night off. You look at his numbers and you know that he put in a tremendous effort every single game.
Shooting 2.
The first free throw is good. You know, it seems like there's much more competition at the big man spot than there used to be.
I think a lot of that is due to the way players are developed now, particularly the big guys. They come in now expected to handle the ball and shoot, and they've watched a number of their predecessors do that in the last couple of decades. Teams now want to have 4 or more shooters on the floor to put great pressure on the opposing defense. So where there used to be 2 spots available for big guys, now they're fighting over 1 spot.
All right, let's get a report from Allie.
Thanks a lot, B.A. The Pacers have shown that they can be a threat in the East. Coach Rick Carlisle said, there's nothing wrong with high expectations. What you don't want is a situation of apathy, where expectations are low and all you're ever doing is selling hope. That's not why I came here. Brian?
They are for real. All right, Allie, appreciate the report. It's hauled in by Shumshay. Shumshay's got 4 rebounds in the game. Pass to Okogie. White against Sexton. Here's Shumshay. Outside Davis. And it's Jason Tatum with a rebound.
No such thing as an easy bucket most of the time in the NBA, but I'm surprised he missed that.
Pass to Bassie. Here's Wells. Offline with a 3. Heat trail by 7. George passes to White. Now here's Davis. Hounded by Tatum. And Davis gets it to go on the assist by White. Davis has got 6 here in the quarter.
They have no answer defensively inside.
Yeah, and that's 4 straight field goals now they've allowed from point-blank range. Can't happen.
And this is how skilled of a scorer Sexton is. Able to make difficult shots in the defense's face.
Down low. Here's Okogie. Oh, and there's the whistle on the shot. So 2 free throws for him coming up. Miami shooting their 5th and 6th free throws of the game.
Josh Okogie taking 2 shots.
And the first one at the line is good. Some changes for Indiana. Steven Adams checked in for Jason Tatum. Wade comes in for McDaniels. And it's Vassell in for Sexton. And Miami with a change here too. Chua's checked in. And that's good as he hits both shots. Pacers leading by 5.
2 minutes remaining in the first half. 2 minutes.
Vassell outside. There's a screen. And the call will be against Jalen Wells. That's his first foul of the game.
I love great defense. Just quick to establish his feet, and he takes the hit.
And not afraid to put his body on the line either. He took a shot for the team in that situation.
Here's Shumshay. Pass to Achua. 1:37 left in the half. White, the pass to Okogie. Achua with a screen to the inside. Uses the glass to finish the layup. Achua's got 4 points this quarter.
And force feeding the ball inside. I mean, no reason to go away from what's working.
And when you make 5 in a row in close like that, it also takes pressure off your perimeter guys, too.
There's a screen. Here's Wells. From the top of the key, he buries it. And the Pacers lead by 5. Outside White. George outside. Achua with a screen. George passes to Okogie. No good with the triple.
Yeah, no, he usually makes you pay from that range.
It's stolen. Outside White. Releases. It's rebounded by Wade. Wade's got 4 rebounds now. Vassell with it. Now guarded by Achua. Bassie, the pass to Wells. It's Wells on the wing. Vassell outside. There's a screen by Bassie. Back to Wells. Takes a 3. Drains the triple. And it's an 8-point Pacer lead.
Most any coach loves points coming off.
Oh, it goes! He got it off in time!
How about that one? That was taking this arena's breath away. That's a crazy shot at the buzzer, folks.
And a pretty tightly contested game here as we end the first half. Indiana ahead. They lead by 5. And Allie LaForce has something for us on the sidelines. Hey, Allie.
I'm here with Coach Rick Carlisle. Coach, what's the message that you're going to deliver to the guys in the locker room?
You know, we just got to maintain energy. We're playing against a team that's a really good team. We got to keep turnovers down. We got to rebound.
Energy is something you can control. Thanks, Coach.
All right, Allie, thanks for that. We will see everyone right back after this break, ready for the second half.
Please direct your attention to center court. And get ready for the Fed half-court shot. Drum roll, please. They're thinking about the shot. Let's hear it for our contestant.
Thanks for stopping by, y'all. First up on the show tonight, a quick look ahead of some upcoming games on the docket. And guys, allow me to digress. Anybody care to explain what I saw in the catering area a few minutes ago?
No, Ernie. Shaq started it. I promise you, Ernie. It was not me. I never throw the first chicken wing.
Yeah, I can't believe you just snitched Kenny.
Well, I don't care who did it. You're both cleaning it up.
But Ernie, it was Kenny.
And now let's discuss this game. Talk about a strong start for the Indiana Pacers.
It's a coach's dream to see the ball whip around the floor like this. They're playing some selfless basketball. It's been a thing of beauty.
Stacking the dimes and buying buckets. And that'll do it for us. Thanks for stopping by. We'll head back down to Brian Anderson and crew for the start of the third quarter.
And if you're just joining us, we've played through the first half in a game that's been fairly even so far. And so it's Morant who brings up the ball for the Heat. It's a 5-point game, and let's take a look at Miami. We've got Sharp, Brandon Ingram out there with Davis. Then there's Ja Morant, and it's Malawach in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. Outside McDaniels. Some solid defense from Ingram.
Aggressive mindset, but the defender just as determined to send him away empty-handed.
Oh, got that bucket in no time at all. Ingram's got his third basket on the night right there. Now here's Ball. Outside Tatum. It's a nice passing by Indiana here. Here's Mobo. 6 on the shot clock. Tatum on the drive, and it's Miami with a rebound. Pass to Morant. The basket drops, and he gets fouled on the shot. One free throw coming his way.
They're not messing around. 5 of their last 6 buckets have come from the interior.
And he's got his first opportunity at the line here tonight.
Guys, I thought he got into a groove last year at the charity stripe, and I thought he maintained it deep into the season as well.
And it's tied up with that one. Just an electrifying style on the court for Ja Morant. And Grant, he's not shy when it comes to confrontation.
Oh yeah, no, he's not ducking any smoke. But part of his maturation is choosing his battles, including trying to preserve his body from those fearless forays to the rim.
McDaniels, that's good.
Right there, Daniels is saying, you got to come get me if you want to stop me.
Ingram deciding where to go with it. Outside Morant. Back to Ingram. That one drops for him. Ingram's got 4 points now in the quarter.
Good, solid start to the half, hitting 3 out of 4.
Back to Ball. over Morant. Ball no good.
Since halftime, they've missed 3 of their first 4 shots. Still trying to get their legs under them.
Outside Davis. To the paint. It's tipped. Here's Ball. And Ball throws it down.
Well, you can't let Ball get this deep. I mean, once he's this close to the rim, that far inside, he's ready for the throwdown.
And here's a timeout from Eric Spoelstra now. He's going to talk it over with his guys.
In opponent points per game, and they did a good job taking care of the ball too. They were among the top 10 in fewest team turnovers. They didn't lose their focus too often.
They didn't give up anything easy on the defensive end. Last season, they were in the top 10 in opponents' points per game. An impressive feat. Pass to Malawatch. Right side Davis. Oh my goodness!
Disrespectful.
And that one is stuffed right through.
Boy, really excellent passer for his position. Davis, more than capable of dropping dimes.
And timeout called by Rick Carlisle. He might have seen something and needs to review with his guys. All right, some time here to take a look at the 2K leaderboard. Here were the league's top shooting squads from last year. In third, Indiana.
They were so consistent with their shooting. Maybe not lights out, but they played smart and didn't let good looks go to waste.
And here's Ball. He'll bring it up for the Pacers. They've led by as much as 10. Pass to Mobo. Now Tatum. Adams with a screen on Sharp. Oh, a deep three from Tatum. No good on the triple. For Miami, they've gotten 4 of their first 5 shots to go since the break. Ingram, the pass to Sharp. Back to Ingram. 6 to shoot. For the lead. Indiana with a rebound. Adams has got 6 rebounds here tonight. There's Tatum with the 3. And once again, off the mark by Indiana. Outside Ingram for 3. That's bucket number 5. He's 5 for 12 now.
They didn't get a chance to knock one down in the first. But the defense left him a look, and he nailed it. He'll make them pay when he's open.
Back to Ball. Pass to Tatum. Ball surveys the floor from outside the arc. Rebounded by Ingram. For Miami, they've gotten 5 of 7 attempts in the third quarter. And Davis slams it home.
His ability to dominate games is what makes Anthony Davis a top-tier player.
Now here's McDaniels. Back to Tatum. They need this. Rebounded by Ingram. Ingram's got 4 rebounds now.
You can tell he's just a touch out of sync here, but he's battling, continuing to fight.
Morant, the pass to Sharp. Back to Morant. Outside Ingram. Let's go with a 3. Indiana with a rebound. Lobo's got his 5th rebound in this one.
Just hasn't found much consistency from the floor, but his teammates have picked up the slack.
Tatum inside. Davis on him. Tatum passes to McDaniels. Here's Lobo. Outside Davis. Pass to Morant. Blocked! They get it back. Outside Sharp. Miami moving it around. Inside. Down to 5 on the shot clock. And Tatum, here we go. Oh, Tatum commits on the drive.
Over the years, we've really seen Tatum elevate his offensive game. Now he's a dynamic, multi-level scorer.
Pass to Davis. Releases. The putback. Controls the rebound and the putback. And the Heat lead by 4.
Tremendous hustle, working hard for that bucket.
And timeout called by Rick Carlisle. He's going to gather the troops and talk it over.
Protecting the rim has to be their top objective right now.
Yeah, you know, just look at the numbers, guys. I mean, they are being taken to the woodshed in the paint.
Now coming onto the court, your Pacers High crew. Come on, everyone, get live.
Massey, he's checked in for Adams. Wade comes in for Mobo. Wells is checked in for McDaniels. And it's Devin Vassell in for Jason Tatum. Massey, the pass to Wade. Vassell, right side. Pass to Wells. Clock at 6. Puts up a deep 3. Kept alive by Indiana. Massey, good.
When the shot goes up, he is not a guy you want to lose track of. Boy, that's a nice play right there.
Outside White. Outside Achua. Pass to Okogie. Over Vassell. Okogie shot is off. Indiana's gone just 1 of 6 from long distance here in the third. The shots just aren't falling. Back to Wells. Ball, a screen on George. Here's Wells. And unable to get the go-ahead bucket there. The Heat with the lead. Outside White. The 3 is up. Vassell with the rebound. And the Pacers shooting about 31% here in quarter number 3. The motor of Kobe White. Grant seems to be ready to run the entire game and then some.
Oh, totally, B.A. For someone who is quick and can jump and has a strong handle, He's got plenty of stamina. And as a guard, you trust Kobe will make those effort plays.
Achua with the dunk.
Is showing off his passing skills. White sends the ball right into the hands of a ready three-point shooter.
Vassell outside. Puts up a three. On the wing, Wade. Three-pointer. They get it again.
Oh, nothing soft about that.
Was not going to be denied. Just took the dunk that was right in front of him.
Well, you know, if nobody's going to put a body on him, then that's going to be the result.
Here's White. And he says right back at you with a big dunk of his own.
Yeah, make no mistake about it. White can really get up. I mean, he enjoys showcasing his athleticism.
Outside Wells. Pass the ball. And Ball frozen down.
Yeah, I like how Ball is undistracted by the defense in terms of where he wants to go with the ball. And that excellent vision of his, that's why he's so good.
Here's Shumshay. Here's Okogie. There's the triple. It's rebounded by Indiana.
He didn't make them pay for that weak defense, but they just can't rely on him to miss those kind of shots.
It's a nice passing by Indiana here. Vassell can't get it to go.
They keep going back to the same person expecting a different result. He hasn't scored the entire period.
White finds George. Pass to Okogie. Shot blocked.
Phenomenal defense. The long arms of Vassell helping him come up with that block.
Here's Wells. It's good. And the assist that time from Ball. Wells has got 7 points in the game.
They've really picked up the energy level and have willed themselves back into this game.
Yeah, you know, battling back is about staying the course, and their attitude never changed.
Now here's White. He's got 9. George outside. Vassell with the rebound.
With no D around, you expect him to knock down that midi.
Out to the right wing. Ball outside. Pass to Wells for the lead. Hits the three-pointer. And now a three-point Indiana lead.
Slow reaction from the D, and it cost him 3.
24 seconds left in the third quarter. George passes to White. Back to George to win the cold spell. Vassell with the rebound. Vassell's got 4 rebounds in the game. The three. And no good. Trying to get that one to fall. 3 quarters of play and a close one here. Indiana ahead, leading by 3. And we'll have the start of the fourth quarter for you as soon as we get back from this short break. And meanwhile, Eric Spoelstra rallying the troops.
Once we get the rebound, get to those corners, race for it, okay? What you're doing right now is you're making them have to defend.
And Coach Spo imploring his guys to be faster and sharper than the other team.
If they do that, they'll be fine. Coach wants to tire the opposition out on defense.
Well, what a terrific game it's been so far. With this fourth quarter sure to bring more pressure-packed basketball. We've got Steven Adams, Jason Tatum out there with Jaden. Oh, a huge finish. AD, my goodness.
There's no stopping that. AD is too long and strong to bother that alley-oop.
And here's Vassell from the arc. And Morant clears the board.
Hey, I have no idea why he's still shooting threes. He's got to find another way to be productive.
Davis down low, pounded by Ball. Here's Sharp. Here's Davis. Anthony Davis packs it down.
Always among the league leaders in throwdowns. AD's tough around that rack.
Vassell outside. And there's the screen. Fires the three. Miami grabs the miss. Davis has got 4 rebounds in the game. Up top, Morant. Davis with a screen on Tatum to the inside. And finished off by Davis.
Yes, sir. AD threw it down easily.
Pass to Tatum. Adams with a screen on Davis. Tatum with it. Guarded by Morant. Davis against Tatum. Back to the cell from behind the arc. And it goes out of bounds. That one off Adams. Lobo, he's checked in for ball.
Number 33, Jonathan Lobo.
Heat leading by 3. They've been taking care of business.
Especially at the offensive end, where they've been totally in sync.
On the wing, Davis. 6 on the shot clock. Count that one. Davis has got 21 points in the game.
This run has been fueled by their matador defense.
And it's Rick Carlisle calling timeout here, looking to get everyone dialed in and engaged.
If you see yourself on the big screen, then you know what to do. Show us your moves. Let's see what you got. You're off.
Hear from our reporter, Allie LaForce.
Hey guys, during that last break, I heard Rick Carlisle as he talked with the team. He told his players, we are right there, guys. This game is ours. Continue to work hard, and we will win this game.
Okay, good stuff. Thank you, Allie. If you're just joining us, fourth quarter here. We're just over 2.5 minutes into it. Here's Tatum, and he drops in the layup off the glass.
Tatum clearly putting on the show in this one, doing it all.
Outside Sharp. Pass to Davis. And a miss there on the triple. Pacers trail by 3. Vassell passes to Tatum. Outside McDaniels. Blocked by Ingram.
You know, that's where Brandon Ingram's huge wingspan comes into play at the defensive end of the floor.
Davis, that's good.
In crunch time, trying to get the foul, the bucket, or both.
Outside McDaniels. Back to Tatum. Adams a screen. Pulls up on the wing. Goes back up. There's the block. And out of bounds, the Heat will take it. And you got to be in awe of incredible defensive efforts like this.
Yeah, good offense comes from great defense. This lead is only getting stronger with plays like that.
And it's Miami's ball. They've outscored them 10-2 during this run. Pass to Davis. Adams against Ingram. Down low. And the basket by Malawach. And now a 7-point Heat lead.
Impressive. Their ball movement has been excellent tonight.
Boy, they need something to go to regain some confidence.
No question. Way too many empty possessions for them.
Unloads from 13. A nice shot by Tatum.
You can't excel at all as a defender on Tatum. Mid-range, not his go-to spot, but he took advantage there.
Back to Morant. Stolen by Vassell. Outside McDaniels. To the middle. Oh, got a piece of it. Here's Adams. That one's good for 2.
Yeah, this is where Adams looks to score, especially when he has a matchup he likes.
Outside Ingram. Pass to Davis. And here's Sharp. There's the 3. And it's Jason Tatum with a rebound. Tatum's got his 6th rebound on the night. Here's Bobo. Good nice passing by Indiana here. Up top Tatum. Over Sharp. Rebound Miami. And there's a pick. Pass to Malawatch. The Pacers pull it in. Adams has got 9 rebounds now. Outside McDaniels. Shot clock at 6. Tatum with a screen. Lets it go from 14. McDaniels can't hit. Miami leading by 3. Ingram finds Davis. Misses the 3. Indiana has gone 0 for 3 here in the 4th. That ties it up.
The team counts on Vassell for this, a reliable producer of three-point buckets.
Here's Morant. Pass to Ingram. Five on the clock to end the drought. McDaniels with the rebound. And here's McDaniels. He'll bring it up for Indiana. Here's Mobo. Oh, and makes it with the kiss. And the Pacers lead by 2.
We've seen McDaniels improve as a decision maker, and it shows with passes like that.
The Heat have gone 6 for 11 here in the 4th quarter. Sharp passes to Ingram. Outside Sharp from the arc. Oh, almost had a 4-point play right there. But he'll go to the line with a chance for 3. As Shaedon Sharp continues to develop, he's proven that he's more than just a high flyer, Grant.
Yeah, we've seen the vicious dunks, but he's also got a pretty good touch as well. The upside potential for him is sky high.
3 shots.
And he's good on the first of 3. Lonzo Ball's checked in for Indiana. He's off on the second. And he nails the third.
They should be in front right now, but he'll be relieved not to have come up totally empty there.
Inside. And it's slammed in by Adams.
Man, I love watching Tatum break down the defense in the pick and roll, exploits any passing lane that's available to him.
All right, guys, let's get your take on the scoring breakdown for Indiana.
Well, they have owned the offensive perimeter throughout this game, finding lots of openings and turning them into big shots.
Boy, they showed no hesitation on the mid-range game as well. I thought that was really a big key for them.
And the free throw, no good. Miami trailing. Pass to Malawatch. Now Davis. McDaniels covering. Down low. Stolen. Here's the 3. Rebound Miami. Malawich has got double-digit rebounds now in the game. The drive by Ingram. It counts, and the foul. It's going to be on Lonzo Ball.
Hey, I know Ingram looks a little wispy and light, but his strength is deceptive.
Brandon Ingram, shooting 1.
One shot.
And Brandon Ingram doesn't get enough credit for his growth as a free throw shooter. He shot below 70% from the line in his first 3 seasons, but since then, he hasn't dipped below 80.
Bobo up and in on the layup. And the Pacers lead by 1.
And why go away from attacking inside if the D has no answer for you?
Left side, Morant. Ingram against McDaniels. Three-pointer sharp. Great positioning on the putback. Tremendous momentum building toward those final possessions.
Yeah, with 8 lead changes so far, it feels like this is going to come down to the last shot.
Pass to Mobo. Ball outside. Here's the pick. Oh, he jammed it!
You know, one of the things that really impresses me about Ball is how good he is at setting up his man so he can make the pass that he wants to.
And so Moran will bring it up for Miami. Outside Ingram. Here's Davis. Now Ingram. Rebounded by Tatum.
And the shooter had very little space on that attempt.
And guys, that's exactly the kind of high-impact defense they want to see out of him.
Here's Ingram. Now Davis. Outside Ingram.
2 minutes remaining in the game.
Adams pulls it down. Indiana's gone 1 for 5 shooting from the arc here in the 4th. Up top, Tatum. Outside Ball. Beyond the arc. The putback. And he grabs the board and finishes it off.
Oh, such a cool customer. You can count on Adams making the right play in pressure situations.
McDaniels against Ingram. Outside Sharp. Here's Ingram. Outside Morant. And the 3 misses.
Just missed the defender right there, but couldn't take advantage.
Outside Tatum. Now Adams. And it's going to be a 3-second call.
Yeah, he tried to go with it before he caught it. Took his eyes off of it. You can't have that at this point in the game.
Heat trail by 3. 58 seconds left to play in the 4th quarter of this one. Ingram, the jumper is good.
They want the ball in his hands when the situation calls for it.
Stolen by Sharp. And here we go, the Heat fast break.
Great to see guys who don't back down under pressure.
Cool, calm, collected, and confident in the biggest moment of the game. Yes.
And it's Rick Carlisle calling timeout here. Great time to call his guys into the huddle at a very tense moment in this game. Tatum against Sharp. Oh, and a great bucket from Tatum, taking the hit.
And Tatum has been in these situations before. He's reliable when it comes to stepping up in big moments.
Second team foul. One shot. Jason Tatum.
Free throw shooting comes into focus in tight games. As usual, he's up to the task.
And so it's Eric Spoelstra with the timeout here. Critical moment here. He's not taking any chances. What's the best strategy for him?
And it would be smart to go for a 2-for-1 right now.
Pacers Nation, time to give out for your Pacers Trainer James Curry.
Right side Ingram. Morant! Can't hit it.
He just couldn't overcome the perimeter coverage. Shut him down.
Now 5 seconds separating the shot clock and the game clock. Sharp against Tatum. 6 to shoot. Here's McDaniels. Lonzo. The three ball is down.
Nice setup. Excellent team basketball.
Time called here. Miami decides to talk it over. They trail by 5. Given the situation here, what sort of strategy needs to be top of mind?
Trying to extend this one, but it seems futile.
You know what? I'm sure crazier things have happened, or maybe not. It's a long shot, though.
Thanks, everybody.
Ingram fires. Oh, the long ball, no good. And so it's Indiana winning this one. This one was in the balance right until the final seconds.
NBA, they showed their character when it mattered most, sending those fans home happy.
And now let's swing it over to Allie LaForce, who is now with our player of the game.
Thank you. I'm here with Jason Tatum. And Jason, congratulations on the win. What did you like about this team's performance tonight?
Our toughness. And, we figuring it out. It's early, but we taking it game by game, quarter by quarter, and everybody contributing. So, I liked it.
Thanks, Jason.
All right, Allie, thank you. And that about wraps it up. For Grant Hill, Allie LaForce, and Clark Kellogg, this is Brian Anderson thanking you all for tuning in tonight. And let's leave you with our player of the game, Jason Tatum.
Coming right up, the Nuggets taking on the Pistons. For Denver, the journey of a new season starts now. The challenges of the past have become fuel to there's hope in the smell of heart. In the air, Tim, which means it's time to tip off a new NBA season.
Yeah, Kevin, the excitement is in the air because it counts starting tonight. We heard all the previews, new faces, new places. We're through the preseason. Now we finally get to see how it's going to play out.
So glad you've joined us. This is going to be a lot of fun.
It is great to be here, Kevin. Can't wait.
And a look at the starters for the Pistons. They've got LeBron James. Andre Drummond is out there at Bowl. Then it's Tari Eason, and it's Watson in at the small forward position.
And bringing the aggression and the energy, two things you like to see from Porzingis.
Pass to Watson from outside the arc. It's rebounded by Coulibaly.
Early on, 3 misses to open the game. Their offense right now still trying to find its way.
Out of bounds, Detroit takes possession. Let's check in now with our Allie LaForce, who's got a story for us. Allie?
I had a chance to talk with the head coach for Denver. I asked him about LeBron James and what his team's defensive game plan was against him, and he said to me, hope and pray that he misses a majority of his shots. With LeBron, there's only so much you can do against him, but we're going to do our best. We'll see what happens here tonight. Guys?
Thank you, Allie. The shot's good from LeBron.
LeBron won't hesitate if he finds a spot he likes behind the arc.
Cunningham passes to Porzingis. Back to Cunningham. 6 to shoot. Coulibaly with a screen on Easton. Rebounded by the Pistons. Their last encounter was in Detroit.
And they scratched out a close win the last time these two teams met. I think their ability to attack and create foul trouble for the opposition was a real factor.
Yeah, their activity and intensity at the offensive end really set the tone for the game. That's 20% now from the field. What a cold start.
Cunningham passes to Lively. Back to Cunningham. The shot from 20 feet away. Not enough on that one as it misses.
Well, he got the shot he loves, and the defense should honestly be relieved. He didn't punish them for being a little bit soft there in the mid-range.
Back to LeBron. And they double up LeBron. Easton passes to Bull. Watson for 3. Yes, that's LeBron picking up the assist.
And they don't want to get in a habit of giving him open looks from 3. First quarter still, but not who you want to leave open.
When LeBron's playing days are over, and GA, who knows when that'll be, what will you remember most about his play?
You know, I don't think there's ever been a player who came into the league with such lofty expectations and not only met those expectations, but fair to say, he's exceeded them.
Over in the corner, Washington. Cunningham against Easton. To stop the drought. Cunningham's shot is off.
The shooting numbers just aren't there yet in the quarter.
James finds Drummond. Cunningham against Easton. Pistons passing it around. LeBron passes to Drummond. A timely screen gave him a step, and he took it all the way.
Oh, great ball movement there.
The Pistons shooting their first free throw of the evening.
And their numbers from the line last season, they're good, just not great. About 77% as a team.
First team foul. Shooting for Detroit, Andre Drummond. One shot.
Free throw, good. Drummond.
I think of Andre Drummond as a big man's big man. He's a steadfast presence in the paint who really focuses on owning the backboard and attacking the rim.
So David Adelman's decided to call a timeout here. He's going to take this chance to talk to his guy. And we've got a moment now to look at the rebounding trend over the last few months for Tari Eason.
In the last few months, the rebounding has sort of taken a bit of a dive for him. And a lot of factors could be the cause, but it's a trend that coach would probably like to see him reverse.
Washington, that's good.
That's just good fundamentals from Cunningham. When a guy is that open, you got to get it to him.
Watson kicks the ball. Driving inside. That's good, and the assist goes to Watson.
Yeah, everybody will remember the bucket, but how about that pass to set it up?
Pass to Lively. Here's Porzingis. Cunningham outside. Finally gets one to fall. He's now 1 for 5 with his first make.
And after missing 4 straight, he finally gets one to go.
Pass to Watson. Drummond with a screen on Cunningham. And they call an illegal screen here. The 2K leaderboard provides us now with this list of last season's assist leaders. 4th, Cade Cunningham.
Very few guys pass the ball better than he did. I mean, he didn't just have eyes in the back of his head. It's almost as if he had them on both sides, too.
Porter's checked in for Denver. Porter with the screen for Cunningham. Pass to Koulibaly. Trains the three-pointer.
At 6'6", Cunningham is one of the taller point guards. It allows him to see the floor so well.
Now Eason. Bull with it. Watson finds James. There's the triple. It's hauled in by Michael Porter. The Nuggets trail. Cunningham on the wing. And trying for the go-ahead basket. It doesn't go in.
And the stroke definitely lacking confidence this quarter. Nothing on target.
Lobbed up there for Drummond. Stolen by Lively. Cunningham looking it over. Pass to Washington. And the rejection by James.
Now that's how you protect the rim. James timed that one perfectly.
Watson dishes to James. And that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle and 2 shots coming up. It goes on Derek Lively. For Detroit, they have gone 1 for 1, making their previous attempt at the line. And so the timeout here by J.B. Bickerstaff. Coach is going to talk some things over with the team. Might be seeing something to adjust.
Cloud Ascension gets free t-shirts. Material. T-shirt time, everyone. Let's get loud.
substitution here for Denver. Sharch is checked in for Derek Lively. Walker comes in for P.J. Washington. Kentavious Caldwell-Pope, he's checked in for Koulibaly. And it's Jackson in for Cade Cunningham. So Detroit going with an almost entire new group here. Bamba is checked in for Drummond. Powell comes in for Peyton Watson. Miles McBride's checked in for Jari Eason. And it's Jenkins in for Bol. Free throw good, James. And after years of disappointment, the Pistons, Tim, finally seem to have put it together.
And I think the key for them has been blending in the right amount of veteran leadership with their emerging young players. And I'll tell you what, this team still has a lot more upside.
Both free throws good from James.
The feel LeBron has for the game, unreal. Whatever situation he finds himself in, he always seems to have an answer.
What a pass right there. Coaches love seeing guys making it easy for their teammates.
James finds Powell, and he makes that one. And the Pistons lead by 3.
Well, that's a tough matchup because he's skilled and relentless.
Jackson passes to Sharch. And they call the foul, so he's got the and one chance here to make it a 3-point play.
And how about the strength from the big fella? Porter is used to having to power through contact.
First trip to the free throw line for him tonight. Reed is checked in for Detroit.
At the line for your Nuggets, Michael Porter Jr.
Mind the lane.
Shooting one
shot.
And Porter, no good on that one.
And you can tell Porter Jr. wants to keep getting better. And that's one reason why this team is still so high on him.
Pass to Bamba. 5 to shoot. Here's Powell. Again, the Pistons score. And here are the Nuggets now. They trail by 3. Jackson kicks to Caldwell-Pope. Here's Sharch. And that one, no good to start him off on the night.
Just doing the job on the backboard.
Powell outside. Now here's Jenkins. Guarded by Jackson. Jenkins can't get it to go. And so it's Porter bringing it up now for Denver. Nice catch and finish on the alley-oop.
My goodness. Save that one. I want to see that again.
Me too. Just absolutely beautiful. And let's go to the sideline. Here's Allen.
Thanks a lot, guys. Michael Porter Jr. was the #1 prospect in his high school class, and he said growing up basketball was easy for me. It was like, say, going up an elevator. But after my injuries, it's like climbing the stairs. It's like I'm walking in my purpose through this. More than if everything had just been smooth. Back to you, Kevin.
Thank you, Allie. Sharch passes to Porter. Looks for Walker. Gets it to him. Jackson in the corner. Shot clock at 6. Got a piece of it. And they force the shot clock violation. Great team.
All right, a chance to check out the stats for Powell. Good season for him last year. Averaged 21 points a game. 3 rebounds and 2 assists. And you look at the numbers he's been putting up. Fantastic scoring production from him.
Well, they have leaned on him offensively, and he has provided points pretty much every time they've needed him.
Torrey Craig, he's checked in for Dario Sharch. Powell kicks to Jenkins. The Pistons need to get off a shot here. The shot by Powell, no good. The Nuggets trail by 3. Porter finds Jackson. Now Caldwell-Pope. The Nuggets moving the ball around. Walker with a screen for Jackson. And they're unable to get the tying basket there. The Pistons have gone 7 of 15 from the field to this point. Bamba dishes to Jenkins. Lets it fly. That's in, and he found his range with that one. Now 1 for 2. Denver's gone 2 or 3 from deep so far in this game. Walker against Reed. Here's Porter. And the bucket is good. 3-point play chance here for him.
And he's just adept at scoring in so many ways. It's clear Porter very comfortable operating inside.
This trip is his second to the free throw line in this one.
And at the line last year, he was good at about 77% of his attempts.
And the Pistons making a change here. Watson's checked in. .125 left here in the opening quarter. The Pistons have gone 50% from the field in the first quarter, 8 of 16. Reed a screen on Jackson. Reed kicks to Watson. Just 5 to shoot. Stolen by Jackson. Outside Porter. Outside Jackson. Outside Porter. Fires the 3. Rebound by the Pistons. They can go 2 for 1.
It's about being smart right now.
Watson. Count it. His second make in 4 attempts. There's 39 seconds left to play here in the first. Jackson with the bounce pass. Now here's Caldwell Pope, defended by McBride. And that one's good by Porter.
Strong start here early. 4 of his first 5 made.
And here is Jenkins. He picked up 12 points in their last win against Cleveland.
And he didn't take any plays off at the defensive end. I mean, he wound up with 4 steals on the night.
6 feet out. Reed misses. 1 quarter in the books, and it's been a close one so far. Pistons lead by 2. After this break, we'll be back with the start of the second quarter on 2K Sports. And some good action in the books as we get back to the game that's been pretty close here so far. And before we move on, what do you guys think about what we've seen so far from Detroit?
Well, pounding the boards is one way to gain an advantage. They simply owned the glass in that first.
They clearly wanted to be the more physical team, and they are setting the tone that way. I love the work.
They've got Kentavious Caldwell-Pope. Koulibaly is out there with Cade Cunningham. Then it's Torrey Craig. And it's Saric in at the power forward. That's the group in the game for the Nuggets. Cunningham against Easton. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. You know, Tim, one thing you hear about Cade Cunningham is his leadership skills.
Yeah, Kevin, he is very mature and unselfish. While this team definitely revolves around his play, he doesn't make it all about himself, and that is the difference.
That's good from Cunningham. So, Tim, you ended your NBA career a little bit early because of knee problems, and at 34, you made the transition to broadcasting and have excelled so much. What has that journey been like?
Well, certainly, Kevin, I wish I could have played another handful of years, but you're right. The knee injury forced me into this line of work, and I'm blessed and grateful because I can stay connected to the game. I get to watch it every night with a front row seat, and hopefully I get to make people a little bit smarter about what they're watching.
Oh, you do, believe me. You definitely do. The Nuggets trail. Pass to Koulibaly. Now here's Porzingis. Back to Koulibaly. And no good. Had a chance to take the lead there. In the corner, it's Eason. Now Watson. From deep. And there's Jenkins. That's good on the assist by Watson. Now it's a 5-point Detroit lead. And so it's Cunningham. He'll bring it up for Denver. And we're a little over a minute and a half into the second quarter of action. He took the opportunity when he saw it. Porzingis has got 5 points so far.
The reflexes on Porzingis can surprise you. For a big, he plays with great quickness.
Jenkins with it. Now defended by Cunningham.
Well, the defense did just enough to force that miss because he is a good finisher.
Back to Porzingis. Cunningham outside. 6 on the shot clock. Over Jenkins. Cunningham's shot is off.
You know, they don't score on that shot, but they're going to be happy with those kinds of possessions.
Jenkins can't get it to go. Denver's gone 1 of 2 on 3 quarters here in the second quarter so far. Charge passes to Caldwell Pope. Trying to find Porzingis. Gets it to him. And Charge kicks to Cunningham. Porzingis sets the pick for Cunningham. Over Eason. No good. That would have tied it. The Pistons leading. Driving in. Oh, that's blocked. And they get it back. Pass to Drummond. Charge grabs the board. Nuggets have gotten only 1 of their first 4 shots in the second quarter to drop. Cunningham outside. And again, Cunningham missing.
And there have been some terrible shot choices here, Kev. That's not a good look at all.
Watson finds Drummond. Drummond is doubled. Out to the right wing. Eason. Second chance shot. Count the bucket. And he's got a free throw coming up as well.
Pursues the offensive glass with purpose. Drummond knows who he is, and boy, does he attack it.
And guys, what do you think about the offensive approach so far that we've seen for the Pistons?
So far, they've moved the ball well, leading to open, high-percentage looks. Lots of assists in this one.
And what about the collective effort so far from distance? Their shooters have been on point there.
Different look for Denver. Derek Lively, he's checked in for Porzingis, and it's P.J. Washington in for Kentavious Caldwell-Pope. Bol, he's checked in for Detroit. Powell comes in for Jenkins.
One shot.
And that one misses. The Nuggets trail by 4. Charge dishes to Cunningham. Lively finds Washington. Now Koulibaly. The Nuggets with another miss. Koulibaly against Powell. Back to Bol. It's good for his second make. He's made 2 of 3 so far.
They are just killing them on the interior.
Guys are looking for a spark here.
Yeah, a cold stretch offensively for sure.
Lively is screen on LeBron. Lively against Drummond. And again, Denver no good. Charge against Bol. Pass to LeBron. LeBron is doubled. Shoots the 3. Charge grabs the board. And it's Cunningham with the ball for Denver. 6-point game. It's stolen by Eason. Pulls up for 3. The shot by LeBron, no good.
And when you can't get anything to fall, it definitely gets in your head.
If he can just make a couple of buckets, though, this can all be put in his rearview mirror.
Lock at 6. Cunningham gets the bucket. Cunningham's got 4 points in the quarter.
So good at playing through contact. The body control that Cunningham possesses is impressive.
LeBron against Washington. Here's Drummond, and Drummond throws it down.
And he just dangles from the bucket after sending that one through.
And you can see which team has the swagger right now. So David Adelman's decided to call a timeout here. He made the decision to huddle up with his guys and talk about strategy. Walker's checked in for Denver. Jackson comes in for Cunningham. And then for Detroit, Reed comes in for Drummond. And Miles McBride subbed in for LeBron. The Nuggets trail by 6. Here's Jackson. He has yet to score. Washington sets the pick for Walker. Uses the glass to finish the layup.
And Walker with the size and strength to straight up move you out of his way.
Bull, the pass to Reed. Back to Bull. And here is Powell. Launches it. And Lively pulls it down. Lively's got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. Outside, Walker. Denver passing it around. Walker is screen on Easton. Here's Washington. Count it. His second make in 4 attempts.
I mean, the number of points they've scored in the paint already here is eye-opening.
We know about the length and the athleticism, Tim, of Life. But what do you like about his skill and maybe the way he sees the game?
Yeah, this league has seen a lot of guys with that type of length and athletic ability, but what sets him apart, he's got great instincts for where to get open, instincts how to rebound, where the ball is coming off, and then also, I just think his conditioning level is very high.
And Walker kicks to Washington. On the wing, Jackson. Washington sets the pick for Jackson. He nails it, and we're tied up.
Well, to stop him, you have to get better rim protection than that.
Detroit with the ball. Pass to Reed. Back to Bull. Powell feeling it out a bit. And it comes off the front of the rim. So for the Nuggets, their last game, a loss to the Timberwolves in Minnesota. Labali, that doesn't go in. Had a chance, though, to take the lead. Detroit with the ball. Now McBride. Hasn't made one yet. 6 on the shot clock. They need this one. Rebound by the Nuggets. Lively's got his 6th rebound on the night. Koulibaly against Powell. And it's Reed pulling it down. And so it's Powell who brings up the ball for the Detroit Pistons. To the middle. Bull against Washington. Bull, the pass to McBride. Lets it go with the 3. And it's Denver with the rebound. To the paint. Here's Jackson. Goes straight through the defender for the dunk. Draws the foul. He'll go to the line. That one is on Bull.
Ooh, a little extra on that one.
He does. He doesn't usually finish soft either. Obviously, he can when necessary, but not that time. So David Adelman's decided to call a timeout here. He's ready to talk things through with them. A different look for Denver. Torrey Craig. He's checked in for Derek White. Porter comes in for P.J. Washington. And it's Caldwell Pope in for Coulibaly. Then for the Pistons, Bamba is checked in for Bol Bol. And it's Jenkins in for Tari Eason. So we've seen the NBA, Tim, embrace analytics more and more over time. That's something you caught on to early in your career.
Well, there is no doubt, Kevin, that they're starting to go more to the analytics. The eye test is really important when you look at just what makes good basketball. But the numbers sometimes can tell you things you didn't even realize as a coaching staff.
As a broadcaster, what numbers do you look at normally right off the top? What things are telltales for you?
One thing that I really look at as opposed to individual plus-minus, give me that group of 5 plus-minus. That way I know which units are really getting it done together.
Oh, I love that. Watson, he's checked in for Powell. Pistons trail by 3. Now here's Jenkins. He's got 5. Wants to get it to Watson and does. And Watson slams it in.
Making the most of the screen. That's how it's done.
And it's in the perfect spot, Greg. Frees him up to get all the way to the bucket.
Yeah, not only does he create the space he needs, but then he attacks downhill.
Something that's kept this game close is the fact that the rebound stats for both teams are almost identical.
That's the right pass to make. Beautiful job.
So for the Pistons, their last game, a win against Cleveland. Jackson dishes to Caldwell Pope. Outside, Porter. Hits it from three-point range. Porter's got 12 in the game.
He's just a natural scorer who can heat up fast. Porter's offensive game, very impressive, and he's still adding to it.
Jenkins, the pass to Watson. Yep, it counts. Watson's got it all tied up now for the Pistons.
That's very smart use of the screen, and it sets up a very close look.
50 seconds left in the first half of basketball. Pass to Porter. Jacks up a 3. Another 3 for Denver.
Yeah, that's 2 bombs in a row from long range.
43 seconds left in the first half of the game. And Jenkins kicks to Reed. Reed, a screen on Caldwell Pope. Jenkins with it. He's got 5. 6 to shoot. Over Jackson. Jenkins can't get it to go. The Nuggets leading by 3. Pass to Jackson. Walker with the screen for Jackson. Outside, Walker. That 3 off the mark. And that'll do it for the first half of competitive game so far. Denver on top, leading by 3. Now we have a moment to go courtside. Allie LaForce has got something for us.
I'm here with P.J. Washington. P.J., what will be the key for you guys defensively in the second half?
Not letting them get easy routes to the basket and contesting their shots, rebounding, and not letting them get second chance points.
Comes back to the fundamentals, guys.
Terrific, Allie. Thank you. And we'll be back after halftime for the start of the third quarter.
Welcome, one and all. Before we hear Kenny and Shaq's insights on that first half, let's look ahead and check out the upcoming schedule.
Looking at the Nuggets, you really get to see what they're made of after your hard work in the offseason.
Yeah, you have big changes, and then you have subtle changes. Everything in preparation for this moment.
And fellas, you take a look at the Nuggets. A close game so far through the first half.
Total team effort. Instead of 5 starters, it's like they've got 7 or 8 guys getting it done. That's how good the reserves have been tonight, guys.
Lots of interchangeable parts. They can throw different lineups at you. Keeps you guessing. That'll do it for our show tonight. Thanks for joining us, and we'll send you back to Kevin Harlan for more Hoops action.
And we're halfway through this one. Plenty of basketball left in a game that's been fairly even so far. Really an incredible game from Michael Porter.
Yeah, and through the first 2 quarters, he has been the offense for this team.
Well, and I expect they're going to continue to lean on him as we continue in this game. Why not? The way he's playing right now offensively.
And Detroit has possession. They trail by 3. On the court for the Pistons, LeBron James is out there with Tari Eason. Then there's Andre Drummond. Then there's Bull. And it's Watson in at the 3. Shot clock at 6. Here's Drummond. And it's Denver with the rebound. Lively's got his 7th rebound of the game with that last one. On the wing, Koulibaly. Lively, a screen on Bull. And stolen by LeBron. Eason with it. Now defended by Cunningham. Eason's shot is good.
Just great anticipation and awareness to come up with the steal and then trigger the fast break.
Cunningham passes to Lively. And here is Washington. Pass to Porzingis. And stolen by Bull. Cunningham against James. Here's Drummond. And Drummond throws it down.
Once Drummond gets the ball there, you can kiss it goodbye.
The Nuggets trail. Now Koulibaly. Cunningham sets a screen for Koulibaly. Good on the triple. Koulibaly's got 6.
Defensively, they just look out of sync, not closing out on the threes in time.
2 minutes into the second half of play now. To the inside. It falls for his 5th field goal of the night. Now shooting 5 for 8.
And it's coming easy for them right now. 5 baskets in a row in the paint.
Cunningham on the wing. He's covered by Eason. Cunningham gets the bucket.
And Cade gets the basket right at the rim, using that length inside.
From deep LeBron. It's rebounded by Koulibaly. Denver's gotten the 3-point bug tonight. They've taken 15 shots outside the arc. 6 of 15. Washington against Eason. Washington kicks to Cunningham. 5 on the clock. Over Watson. It's Drummond with the rebound. Drummond's got his 7th rebound here tonight.
Well, you know, they're in the lead, but he's still been frustrated from an offensive standpoint.
Here's Eason. Nailed from 3-point land. 7 points in the game. Guys, what a back-and-forth game this has been.
And that's already resulted in 7 lead changes.
So David Adelman's decided to call a timeout here. Coach needs a moment to talk things over. The Nuggets making a switch here. Sarge is checked in. And Detroit with a change here, too. Norman Powell's checked in for Peyton Watson. Inside. And then Washington with the dunk. Neither side has relented a bit in this back-and-forth affair.
And you can sense the energy in the building already as this game is starting to build towards having a terrific finish.
Powell against Cunningham. Powell kicks to LeBron. 6 to shoot. Pass to Bull. A 3. Yes! It's James picking up the assist. LeBron's got his 6th assist on the night. The Nuggets have gone 3 of 4 so far in the third quarter from the field. Pretty good start to the half. Here's Koulibaly. He has 6. Down low. Porzingis. And the dunk by Porzingis.
And what a luxury to run pick and rolls with Porzingis. He can roll to the basket or pop out for that jump shot.
You know, Tim, when you look at Bilal Koulibaly, outstanding length for a wing.
Yeah, 6'8" with the reach of Stretch Armstrong. The tools are all there. And at his young age, there is plenty of time to develop his offensive skills. Well, that's helping your team. By and large, he's taking shots he knows he can make.
Here's Cunningham. Tries again. And a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here.
And in the paint, Porzingis doesn't give the defense any opportunity there. He just stays aggressive and draws the foul.
And a moment now to look at the scoring approach in terms of where the points are coming from here for Detroit.
And they're playing beautiful basketball right now, racking up the assists by playing so unselfishly, just finding the open man.
And they've also done an outstanding job scoring in the paint, getting close looks and just pounding them inside.
And at 7'3", Porzingis could have been just another big, but he defies expectations. He's got such an impressive array of abilities.
So, Tim, I'm sure it's hard to pick one, but who would you call the most underrated player right now in the NBA?
I think it's Pascal Siakam, and I have felt that way for a few years. I just think you're talking about someone who has great energy, plays both ends of the floor, and is a matchup nightmare because of his versatility.
And began kind of in oblivion. He had to play some time in the G League and work his way up.
Became the most improved player in this league.
And he knocks down the first one. Michael Porter, he's checked in for the Nuggets. So he gets them both. And so it's Cunningham. He'll bring it up for the Nuggets. A 2-point game. Over Eason. Cunningham gets the bucket. Cunningham's got 10 points in the game.
Well, that is a beautiful release from Cunningham. He's got that jumper dialed in.
Back to James. Over Cunningham, and it goes down 2 points. He has 7.
And despite the size disadvantage, attacking the heart of that defense.
Well, he saw the opportunity, and he went for it. I love his competitiveness.
Detroit's gone into the three-point range 4 times since halftime and buried 2 of them. Powell against Cunningham. Off target with his 3. Nuggets have gone 6 of 8 on field goal attempts in the third. A 75% clip. Porter passes to Cunningham. Drummond working against Porzingis. Banked in off the glass.
And nice use of size by Porzingis inside. Able to practically play on top of the D.
The Pistons trailing. Now James. He has 7. It's Powell on the wing. He's defended by Koulibaly. Just 5 on the clock. The strength and power of James down low.
A monster down low. LeBron James, the rare package of skill, size, and athleticism.
Now here's Porzingis. 11 points in the game. Pass to Koulibaly. Some nice ball movement by the Nuggets. Here's Porter. LeBron with some nice D.
The defense ready for him on that possession. They had to be because he is so strong in the paint.
Out of bounds. Detroit takes possession. And so the timeout here by J.B. Bickerstaff. He's going to take a minute here to get things straightened out. Substitution here for Denver. Torrey Craig, he's checked in for Porzingis. Walker comes in for Saric. Caldwell Pope, he's checked in for Koulibaly. And it's Jackson in for Cade Cunningham. So Detroit going with an almost entire new group here. Ahmed Bamba, he's checked in for Andre Drummond. Reed comes in for Bol Bol. Miles McBride's checked in for Tari Eason. And it's Jenkins in for James. Nice shot there by Bamba.
And the closer to the basket Bamba is, the more effective he is. Outstanding at using his size inside.
Pass to Porter. Walker surveying the floor. 6 on the shot clock. Craig kicks to Jackson. From outside, off the mark. The Pistons leading. Powell outside. Pass to Jenkins. Reed a screen on Jackson. Jenkins offline with his 3. And here's Caldwell Pope. He brings it up for the Denver Nuggets. Now Jackson. Outside, Walker. Now Craig. Now Porter. Shoots over Powell. Porter, no luck.
and he rushed that one, no doubt about it. The D out of position, you could see the frustration on his face.
Pass to Powell. Now, here is Reed. Jenkins can't get it to go. Outside, Porter. Jackson passes to Craig. Outside, Porter. Jackson from long range. The shot, no good. The Pistons shooting a stellar 60% since the halftime break. Jenkins with it, working on Walker. Jenkins the pass to Bamba. And that one drops for him. 8 points now in the game for Norman Powell.
Pretty much all of their buckets coming from inside the paint now.
Jackson finds Caldwell Pope.
2 minutes remaining in the third. 2 minutes.
Outside, Porter. Jackson passes to Walker. And Craig has it in the corner. The Nuggets with another miss.
Definitely a situation you want to make sure you don't give him too good of a look.
Porter with the steal. And here's the fast break. Porter leading the way. Another miss, and they desperately need a bucket.
And he can't let that get to him. He should have made it, but he's got to focus on the next one.
And Michael Porter is going to pick up the foul. That's his first foul. And so the timeout here by J.B. Bickerstaff. He's going to have a discussion on the sideline. Derek Lively, he's checked in for Torrey Craig. And then for Detroit, Bowl, he's checked in for Paul Reed. Aiden Watson comes in for Miles McBride. And it's LeBron in for Jenkins. Here's James. 9 points in the game so far. Four on the clock. And Lively pulls it down. The Nuggets trail by 4. Porter kicks to Jackson. Back to Porter. LeBron against Jackson. And here's Walker outside. It's hauled in by Watson. Detroit leading by 4. Powell, the pass to Bull. He gets it in there. Bull's got 9 points.
And now you see them starting to really work the ball inside.
There's a 4-second difference from the shot clock to the game clock. Lively the pass to Porter. Lively trying to break loose. That's good from Porter on the assist by Lively.
And the size Porter Jr. has helps him on those physical takes. Great work inside there.
Bamba a screen on Jackson. The 3 from LeBron. No good on that one. Andre Drummond has been on display for the Pistons. He notched 8 points in the quarter and has that terrific basketball instinct on display. We'll return shortly. And with these teams locked in a very close contest, this fourth quarter promises to be a good one. Derek Lively is out there with Porzingis. Then it's Cunningham. Then there's P.J. Washington. And it's Coulibaly in at the two-guard spot. That's the group in the game for the Nuggets. Yep, it goes. And the Piston lead is cut down to 1 on the bucket from Porzingis. Pass to Bull. LeBron sets the screen for Bull. Over Porzingis. That one is good. He's only missed 1 shot of his 6 taken on the floor. Here's Cunningham. Now Washington. Lively sends a screen for Washington. That one doesn't go.
But it didn't go that time, but that's a shot he should feel confident in taking.
And Drummond throws it down.
And this is who Drummond can be, an offensive anchor who can dominate once he gets cooking.
Pass to Cunningham. Porzingis with a screen on Easton. Outside, Porzingis. A three-pointer off the mark.
Rare you'll see him miss such an open look.
Now Bull, Lively defending. From deep, James. It's rebounded by Coulibaly. Coulibaly's got 4 rebounds in this game.
So far, he hasn't done a lot of damage from 3. Only had that 1 in the first half.
And guys, all about hard work from this point on. They've worked hard to create that high-quality shot and then able to knock it down.
Drummond with a screen on Washington. The putback controls the rebound and puts it back up and in. And the Pistons lead by 5.
And how about the force used by Drummond on that one, wrapping the play up with a big putback slam.
And the shot goes in from Kristaps Porzingis.
And those are the types of shots down the stretch that win you ball games.
And there's the call. It's going to be an illegal screen.
Well, this is a guy the coaches trust. He's so deliberate with the ball in his hands.
When a pick like that is questionable and creates that much of an advantage for the offense, you have to blow the whistle.
Well, oftentimes illegal screens fall into a gray area, but that time he got called for it.
LeBron against Coulibaly. Cunningham kicks to Porzingis, and here's Washington outside. Rebounded by the Pistons. Drummond's got rebound number 10 tonight with that last one.
The game has been very close in a lot of areas, but rebounding has been the one differentiator thus far. Gotta take care of the ball. They'll punish you if you're that careless.
That's right, and that's severe punishment right there.
And then the thunderous dunk, adding insult to injury.
Lively a screen on Bull. Porzingis can't hit.
And they had some botched coverage that turned into no coverage.
We've played just over 3.5 minutes now in the fourth quarter. In the corner, Drummond with it. Pass to Watson. Nice ball movement by Detroit. No good from LeBron.
And since halftime, he has just been ice cold. Just can't seem to get anything to go his way.
Now, here's Washington. He's covered closely. Coulibaly with the screen for Cunningham. Launches a 3, and Coulibaly gets it to go.
Well, and this has been their strategy throughout the fourth period. We'll see how it pans out.
Well, they are hunting deep shots, but they'll take the layup if you give them.
James, rebound by the Nuggets.
Tonight has just not been his night. It's that simple. Luckily, they have found success elsewhere.
And how about the aggressiveness from Cunningham? Reading the defense and then just punishing them with that pull-up.
Pass the Bull. Watson the screen. And here is Drummond. Lively defending. To the right side. Here's Coulibaly. He's covered by Eason. Cunningham outside. Porzingis sets the pick for Cunningham. And Porzingis gets it to go on the assist by Cunningham. Cunningham's got 9 assists in the game. Great passing. Count it, and the Nugget lead has been cut down to 1 on the bucket from Bull.
Yeah, inside, Bull does a great job just making subtle adjustments and utilizing that length.
Cunningham's shot is off. Detroit's gone 0-3 so far in the fourth quarter from long range. Bull can't hit. For Denver, they've gone 6 of 11 since the start of the fourth quarter. And stolen by Watson. And here's James outside. And the dunk by Eason. Boy, right down to the wire here. Still anyone's ball game.
Yeah, and after all the energy both sides have expended, both teams still hungry for
Cunningham. Basket good.
Cunningham is not shy about mixing it up down low. He's got a great feel around the rim.
Pass to Bull. Now here's Watson. Covered by Cunningham. Stolen by Lively. Coulibaly against Eason. To the paint. Here's Lively. Andre Drummond grabs the miss. Drummond's got rebound number 12 now. Tenacity on the glass. Pass to Eason. Oh, good with the triple. The Nuggets have gone 7 of 13 from the field here in the fourth. Now Lively. And here's Cunningham. Off target from outside. Pass to Eason. James outside. Detroit, no good that time either.
Well, his three-pointer just hasn't been there in the second half.
Porzingis with a screen on Drummond. Cunningham drives in. And then Cunningham with the dunk.
Nice read by Cunningham. He saw the opening, and he didn't hesitate.
James, the pass to Drummond. Now Eason. Drummond with a screen on Coulibaly. It's deflected. It's Drummond, high post. Pass to Eason. Basket counts. Eason's got 11 points here in just the second half.
Wow, has he flipped a switch at halftime? Much more effective here in the second half.
Porzingis with a screen on Eason. And the dunk by Porzingis.
Keep getting it to this man. I mean, once Porzingis catches fire, there is no putting that out.
Pistons trailed by 3. Pass to Watson. Back to James to tie it up. Kept alive. And it's Drummond with the jam.
And answering the call, Andre Drummond giving this team some huge buckets down the stretch.
Porzingis. And the dunk by Porzingis.
And you can rely on Porzingis in these moments. He's always ready to shoulder the load offensively.
Now Bull. Bull, a screen on Cunningham. Watson with it. Cunningham's there. Clock at 6. To tie it up. Coulibaly with the rebound.
Great job on the closeout and taking away space against a good shooter.
Porzingis inside. Bull covering. Off the glass.
And that's just cold-blooded right there. He's taking no prisoners.
Yeah, with each bucket, he denies any thought of a comeback.
James looking it over. Eason misses the 3.
Well, let's make no mistake about it. If you want to cut into this lead, you're going to have to generate much better shots than that.
Coulibaly against James. Washington's outside. Cunningham fires. And it misses. Pistons trailed by 5. Eason. Now James. Bull outside. Takes the 3. Not gonna go. And it's Cunningham with the ball for Denver. Now Porzingis. A free pass. Leads him right to the rack.
really unacceptable letting Porzingis get that kind of positioning. Once he's established, it's over.
And timeout called by J.B. Bickerstaff. Wants to make sure everybody's coordinated and intent. Right now, let's take a moment here to catch up with Allie LaForce on the sidelines.
J.B. Bickerstaff had some words for his team over the break. Coach did everything he could to fire up his team, saying, quote, "This is where every one of you has to dig deep. It's going to come down to who wants it more. Anything to give his team an extra push to close the gap." Guys?
Terrific, Allie. We appreciate the report. They trail by 7. And the rejection by Lively. Washington with it. He's picked up by Drummond. Cunningham. Down low. Gets it to go.
Finishing strong. This is how you want to close things out.
Yeah, any thought of losing this game has been put to bed.
On the wing, James. He's covered by Washington. And they double up James. And they recover it. Now Eason. Down to 5 on the shot clock. From outside, he drills the 3.
Oh, nice find by LeBron. This guy is the best passer I've ever seen.
And so they foul intentionally.
Third personal foul. First team foul.
And an intentional foul right there.
LeBron James. First personal foul. Second team foul. At the line for 2, Cornali.
Gets the first, and that makes it a 7-point lead. So he gets them both, and it's an 8-point game. Now a timeout called by Detroit. They trail by 8. What's your take, guys?
And a little late to implement a plan B. This game is a wrap.
Doug, you're going to have to play this out, take pride in every possession because they are critical at this point.
Mason with it. Bull outside. No good from 3. So the Nuggets win it. A confident win and one where they clearly showed the greater effort.
Yeah, I mean, it was a solid performance, particularly here at home. I think they built off that edge of being here and playing with just a little more confidence than their opponent.
Well, folks, that's going to do it for now. Alongside Tim Legler, Greg Anthony, and our reporter, Allie LaForce, this is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for watching, folks. And as we leave you, let's take a look at our player of the game, Kristaps Porzingis.